Welcome to Brawlhalla. Three, two, one, brawl!
Man, I know these are a bit spammy, but oh my god, how nervous I was. So, I mean, I hadn't gotten diamond in a couple months, not from trying. I had a buddy that I played Brawlhalla with and kept my interest in the game, and he went to the Marines. He's still in basic now. It's like the longest basic. Actually came down pretty close to me. I'm from Georgia, and he lives in Pennsylvania, but he came all the way to something Paris, I think, and I guess Fort Paris. And I don't know where it's at. I don't think it's in Georgia. Maybe one of the Carolinas or something. But yeah, I did get a little spammy at the beginning here. And this is Zuri definitely, I think, I don't know, she sensed the nervousness, but as the match progresses here, I definitely kind of had the vibe that maybe I was gonna take the lead here and definitely get the win. Not 100%. But I realized as soon as I just didn't let him do this shit right here that I was solid, but it kept happening, and I was like, ah, shit. I just had to take control of the little moments. You know, he could get a little bit, and as long as I was getting more damage in those little moments, then we would be good. Yeah, both hesitating, both know that this is it. I could have been it right there so easily, dude.
Good game.
I just neutral spam my way to glory, I guess. How do we leave this particular match? So I'm gonna just show the last three. So I was all the way down to I think 18. Ah, shit, that was the second match with him. Okay, let me show the first. I was down to like 1823,
1, brawl!
something like that, and I think I won. I need to do the math. Let's just say the average is what, 15 elo. a game, give or take. So let's see. 1973 minus 18. I'll say 32 to be generous. Why, 141 divided by 15. 9.4. So we're going to say 10 matches. I won 10 matches or so in a row. And then lost one, got off for a little while, and then banged out these last couple, and they were all wins. I could tell what kind of pistol players I have. Listen, I understand I'm a lance player, and there's some criticism received there. But the pistol players, man, that just sit in the corner until you come to them, it is the most annoying thing in the world. And I understand or dude, the spear players that constantly spam combos, just the opening end of that. But and I have a particular hatred of Adas, because Adas just spam the fucking same couple of SIGs. It's like them and Orions are addicted to their spear down SIGs, spear neutrals, spear side, and just do it relentlessly. You know, when you're higher up in ELO, you run into the same guys over and over again. And there's this, I normally do really good against Adas and Orions, just because I've gotten so used to it. And there's just one that beats me out every time. I think I eventually won one against her. I think we're like 3-1. But out of all the people that I run into over and over again, she's only a handful of them that I have a losing record against. And this guy starts to catch up to me. I remember, I knew I wasn't going to lose this match. Like, from the first interaction, I just was like, this is not one I'm losing. I was in a flow state of sorts, too. And that's why in the second one I was so nervous, because I don't know about you guys, but whoever ends up watching this piece of shit, I for the most part, I don't know, I just, I don't do well in rematches. They don't tend to work in my favor. I only offer, I don't know, if I got rematched 10 times, I probably accept 2 or 3 of them. Not a very high rate. And it's like, the ones I'm not confident in, like this one that I felt bad about, I usually win. But the ones where I like, oh, dude, I got this guy. Hell yeah, I just whooped his ass. I swear to God, I always lose. I know I'm not alone on this, because my friends that play have the same thing. Dude, like, even if I do really good in a match and I open up on somebody, I'm tearing somebody up. If I'm way ahead, I pull back so much, and the enemy usually catches up. And I'm the same way, where if, you know, somebody starts whooping the dog ass out of me, I notice they kind of let up a little bit, and then I usually will win as a result. I did play an unranked match to maybe warm up and get into some more ranked today. And this was the last one. My fiance walked in on me, and I have a very hard time with attention, and so we believe I have ADHD. My father's diagnosed with it. I've been believed to have had it my entire life. But I'll get in a flow state. When you come bug me for a half second, dude, I get pulled out and it will fuck me up for like 2 or 3 matches. She did that, and I was so worried that I was fucked. And it wasn't anything important, so I was like, damn it. But, you know, it is what it is. She's more important than this game. But, you know, the match that put me into Diamond for the first time in a couple months, you know, it's like... But anyway, I do great against Zols and Terroses because they terrorized me when I was like gold and early plat. I bet I beat Zols and Terroses fucking 90% of the time. That's not an exaggeration. And I had a losing rate against the Mugi when he first came out. I was already Diamond at that point, but now I'm the same way with the Moogies. Just the guys that just spam and use that damage without really putting any skill into the game. And dude, I got such a good lead with Mirage here, and I just let her whoop my ass with a fucking spear, doing the dumbest shit, and just hiding in the corner. But the only good thing that came out of that is he tried to maintain that hiding in the corner, and I got used to it. You'll see. And then I think he stepped away for a second here. I'm about to be in Diamond. I'm not going to run away from that opportunity. Starts cooking me up with... I mean, this is just like the Spirit earlier, and I just kind of let him reel in some damage on me. And I do it again. I think if he had landed that side sig, it would have been a lot closer of a match. I mean, because I definitely would have been a KO. There's no doubt about it in my mind. I think it's really important that I won that interaction there. And I know this is spammy. The games leading up to this, I was very more sword focused. But, you know, that neutral sig is really good at punishing the hovering that spears do. Or they hover at that 90. But it's not true 90. They usually like to put a little angle to it. Yeah. Took all that to get the KO. I had a really good feeling at this point. But if you let someone bully the weapon grab on you and camp that, it's a really quick way to lose the advantage you have. So I knew as long as I didn't do that. And that not killing right there, oh man, that made me nervous. Because people get that last little kick. But you know, at a certain point, when you're tossing someone when they're red, it's simply a matter of time. And he wanted to take me off to the edge there. I felt it in my bones. And definitely wanted Lance just in case he continued with that strategy. But yeah, that's what got me the diamond. I'm going to go ahead and play another couple. Oh, no, not this one. I need to learn how to get in and out of that easier. Let's see if my buddy will answer me about... Okay. This Diana I lost to, and same with Taro Sinzal. I have a really good win rate against Diana. Ooh, it looks like I played this guy twice, which probably means he beat me on the second go round. That's pretty typical for me. We can check that out in a second. I beat this guy, this guy, this guy. I don't know where to start. I think I beat this Satori. I definitely beat that Roland, and we fought before, and I beat him. I think I beat this Ada. I think I beat him, too. Shit, let's start with the Caspians. He was a very cocky Caspian, too.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
But he, you know, yet again, I know I'm a Roland and I abuse that neutral sometimes, but the way Gauntlets players, and I do love Gauntlets, actually, I love Caspian as a character. I play the shit out of him sometimes. Ooh. But the way they just spam that opening move every time. Now, I understand why. It's very hard to punish that lift that you get on it. But I have gotten very good at punishing it. With Lance, too, was the harder one to punish it with. Yeah, him landing that, dude. Demoralizing. Yeah. But I've gotten really good at punishing it with Sarah, and then either GC neutral with sword or, you know, Sarah as well. God, look at this dude cooking me up. I just let him have control of the ground here, and I knew I couldn't maintain that. Love that. That side sig really punishes the guy that just ledge camp. So, guitars too, guys. Like I don't know. Just wait for you to make a move and then grab the open opportunity. Now, I do respect this guy a little bit more for some of his aerial aggression, because usually they just wait for you to do something on the ground and open up. And wow, what a series of damage done there. I knew I'd hurt this guy's feelings. Look at him, dude, just the same. I did not implement a lot of my anti-gauntlets activities there. Thank God I doubled up on Lance. I don't know, Guitar Sword's not easy. Unless they're super aggressive, I feel like. Dude, this guy just let me have his way with him on the corner. I guess that's his usual hiding spot, but you know, dealing with so many people that do that all the time, I've gotten so used to countering it. And they'll just keep landing there. You know, there's other ways you can float into it. Everything's risky, but I mean, that's part of it. It's got to be less risky than just running into my shit over and over again. And yep, just beat him on the corners. That's kind of what he opened up for me the whole time. Okay, looks like I play him again. And another thing I contribute to me getting diamond here is it's fairly typical for me to get maps that I don't prefer, but I got a very small variety of maps for those like 10 matches plus. Obviously these were the 10, but the first ones I showed you were after the 10 because I'd lost that match to the Diana and came back later and then won the last 3 in a row to get me the diamond. It sucked too because I was like 1996 plat. Like I wish I'd just gotten it before. I was so nervous about that match, and then like I said, when my fiance came and talked to me, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna play and get dropped all the way back down to like 1900. I can feel it, and I really do feel like if I'd lost that one, that it would not have bode well for me. Especially with her pulling me out of the focus, I would have been like 1940 before I'd even. God, dude. This match just goes ham with that side sig. You'll see it. And I have to adapt to it. I kind of got good at dodging it, but not punishing it. He did not make it easy on me. But then I learned, you know, sword's a lot more maneuverable in situations like this. And if he was just gonna throw it, then I was just gonna wait and punish, like a guitar player usually, you know, would in general. So I wanted him to throw those sigs. But the fact that he was corner camping it too when there's a platform right above him, oh, it was so annoying. But I didn't think he had a counter for it. And another good thing about it is how predictable it was. You know, I knew that it was coming, you know. And so that was the only good part about that. Yeah, kudos to this guy for not letting me get comfortable. But as soon as I saw those guitars and that he was just dedicated to this side sig spam shit that he had going on, and the neutral of course too, but I mean that's a really solid punishment that they have. Same with my neutral with Lance. I mean it's just perfect. I mean and sword to be honest. Dude, look how aggressive he got with that fucking side sig. I think he threw double the side sigs of any other sig I threw. Oh, I actually lost that one. I had no idea. And then I think he wanted to play again. I don't know why I remembered winning that one. So I guess I'd won like 9 matches in a row. Lucian, and this is a Lucian that I've only lost to, I think only once or twice. It was not big.
1, brawl.
Of a deficit. I was not tilted to that cast being lost, but see, it was another one where I was sure I was gonna win, and I really let him abuse me with the those side sigs there. And I know this is stupid, but for a guy like this, where they, you know, the dare with pistols, I want to establish that eventually I will be landing those counters with the neutral, just so they kind of, I don't know, think about it, because it is such a good a fucking attack that they can do in all situations. I just want him to think as much as possible that I was going to be in the air, so he can't do that attack and win. He landed a lot right there at the beginning, but as the match progresses, I distinctly remember him, you know, not winning as many of them. I made it really, really hard for him to get those. Even if it didn't work in the beginning. I knew that side sig was coming. Or I thought it was either going to be a side or a neutral. And with my sword, dude, I've been loving just up and down, nair or dare, and abusing guys that camp that out hard and are waiting for you to either, you know, to go slightly beside them in one way or the other. I'm gonna be honest, because that lost to Caspian, I was expecting another loss here. I just thought that, I don't know, maybe I was out of it if I could lose to that Caspian, but I'm gonna be honest, it was a great map for him. The way he was camping under those platforms, and here we go again with the guys just going right to where I can get him on the side there. God, dude, I was so scared of this guy. He is very good. I knew if I'd... To be honest, I wasn't even playing like me for bits of it, you know. I was just seeing what would stick. I love a recovery on sword when you're in a tough situation where it's hard to get the kill. Yeah, and here's right when I thought I would lose this match. I was sure of it. I was sure that because I didn't get any damage on the tail end of that other stock, you know, I at least want to get him to maybe a light orange or something. See, I really started punishing those dare setups that he kept going for. And, you know, if I'm gonna take some nairs from him, then so be it. You know, I'm not worried about that. They're not very damaging. And clearly I was winning the damage battle. And I think Lucian has good defense too, so I don't think it was just, you know, him being a wuss on the defensive side of it. Yeah, I've gotten so good at punishing those. Or at least dodging them, if not punishing. And he gave me exactly what I wanted. Him switching to Katars there, I think, was the guaranteed loss. I think it was a fair fight before that. Okay, where's the Lucian? Okay, here's an Ada. I'm telling you, I cannot stand Adas. Most of them are spamming in a way I haven't seen since, like, you know, high gold, right before you get to plat, you would just run into like the most obnoxious, constant Orion, Ada, Tarot spammers that are just desperate to get that plat. And people will do disturbing things to get a rank up. I mean, the way people will do it in this game, I don't even think it's like other games. Like once you're close to a rank up, it's filthy. And diamond is no different than getting to plat. Those are the big milestones, you know, gold, silver, whatever, you know. And another thing, if you guys don't know this, if you don't get your rank or whatever rank that is You know, like I'll be able to wear the diamond next season, but if I don't get diamond this season after that, I won't be able to wear diamond. I think it should be you get it once, you have it forever. And if I'm not mistaken, it used to be that way. Oh shit, I just dropped my... Uh-oh. Fuck. Boom. I'm so sorry I messed this replay up. I am very sorry. I don't know what point I was at, and there's no point in figuring that out. God, I love a good punch that just lands, man. Yeah, but these Adas, man. What is it? What sig is it that does the backup? It's not their it's their down sig. That's what it is, and they're because their neutral's the hover over shot. But I love punishing that back sig. You're just not getting hit by it because it's got to be like the most predictable sig in this game. But when it lands, like you don't realize how far the damage goes because you can know it's coming, and then just not know that's how far that thing hits. And Adas might be sig spammers, but at least they're not the helicoptering spammer that they're ground pound. Or whatever you want to call it. That's just, it's so terrible. When a helicopter, I mean, a spear player does that. That's what I started out as. I played Arcadia when I was like silver, you know, and sorry, I'm getting entranced by this match. Yeah, she wants to hit that shit over and over again. I'll do it too. Yeah, that was the only good thing that landed. I knew I was not coming back from that, but seeing that she was already red, especially with that final recovery hit that really sent her down, dude, I was like, alright, this shit's going my way. Ah, man, punishing with sword when someone's low. With light attacks, I mean, 6 are always fun too, but just slowly wearing them down when they're red and they fly halfway across the map. Rolling on rolling violence. You know, I don't like fighting Rollins, but it's not just because it's rolling. I don't like fighting Red Raptors when I'm Raptors. I don't like fighting Caspian when I'm Caspian. There's just something super annoying about it. Someone that has your exact tools and everything, it just feels wrong to me. And if you don't know, I'm obviously the Burgundy Roland. I switched to Burgundy. In my head, I'm thinking that's the only way I could have even gotten this or Roland, because we can't both have the same skin and color, right? I don't know if that's allowed. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's happened to somebody before, but if that is the case, I'm glad I switched it up and was able to beat this guy. We've played before one time and I had won. Actually, oh yeah, that's right. He just gave up. I forgot about that. He didn't like how well I had kicked his ass there. I think he remembered me too. If I were, he's the one I'm thinking of. I absolutely destroyed him. The only other time we had met. Hattori's very hard matchup for me. They're so quick, but I love Hattori as a character. I don't know what level mine is. It's gotta be like 16 or something. Not super high, but not low either. This Hattori is very good at timing her sword sigs and just like overwhelming. It was very impressive. And just sucking you in. a vacuum when it came time to land them. And was also good at keeping me from getting weapons at certain times. You know, that is a skill in this game. It's a very important skill. I'm not a weapon guarder myself very much, but hey, when it works, it works. An unarmed punch, especially when you get a knockout out of this, is one of the most beautiful things in this game. And another thing, sword v sword is one of the most beautiful interactions in this game. There is nothing better than just getting in a good old sword fight. Win or lose. We're catching a inlight, or I guess nair, but catching a nair, dude. Especially when you do it 3 or 4 times. It's a good feeling. Just knowing a SIG's gonna come. And she had a particular favoritism of that, I guess it's the side SIG, I'm not sure. The spawn guarding of weapon place-ups is a dick move, but it works so well. Look, I'm almost at orange because of that. I guess I am orange. I'm yorange. As soon as she missed that down, this is when I knew I was gonna win. As soon as she missed that down, I'm like, I don't know, I just felt a momentum. Wow, I guess the momentum never shifted. I just knew it was the beginning of the end. That I was gonna win in short order. Okay. Yumiko's. Scratch the 8 as being my least favorite. Yumiko's, but my win rate against Yumiko's has to be 99%. And this is one of my worst showings against one. I still, you know, whoop her ass, but I usually am so dominant. And the only reason I think that she did as well as she did against me is because of how small this map was. And one thing you need to know about Yumiko's, when they're coming back from off the map, they always just camp their side SIG. They want to land it very bad. And I knew she was going to throw one then. I was just, because of the lack of space on this map, it was very hard to sneak in my lance the way I wanted to. But I knew it was coming. I had no doubt in my mind that I was going to beat her. Seriously, the last time I lost to Yumiko, I can't even tell you. I take that rematch anytime they offer it. I love fighting Yumiko's. I'm going to check her name after this and see if I did rematch her. I'm not sure if I did or not. And I'll show my Diana loss too. No, I normally win against Diana's those. That's all you need to know. It's just a bad showing for me. See through that neutral that they have at really, really good times. I wonder why I do so good against Yumiko's. I don't know if it's because they're very predictable. Even more so than Ada's, I believe they all play very, very, very similar games, like to the T. And they're the most SIG spammy, and I know that's rich coming from me, but I don't believe I'm the worst. I just believe that, I don't know, I do it because it works. I have not been punished enough for my neutral SIGs. I don't know, Roland's neutral SIG has got to be one of the best in the game for shutting down 90-degree angle shit. I'm sure there are better, I just don't know the better ones. And look, I already have her down to a 1, and this is when I pull off. I'm gonna be honest. I usually, if somebody's weapon guarding me, I was already at orange. I'll just let them do it and like take a little bit of damage. But the amount she got off of this, I mean, you saw, that was insane. And just by spamming the same couple of buttons, I should have punished it more. But then I do get a little bit of lick back way more than I needed to secure the win. I didn't even know I got her to red. That's insane. But yeah, normally I just take it on the chin, and that's probably one of my biggest flaws as a player. That's probably very irresponsible. I wanted her to kill me so I could just get the fresh start. And I knew it was like, man, she's probably gonna try to camp me again. But I actually, I don't know, resisted it this time. Just let her get that one hit. And I already knew I had it in the bag. Obviously, there's not any coming back from this. Okay, and then let's see her name. I don't know if she rematched me or not. Let's see. Her name is Gifted Owl. She did not. Okay, she left immediately after then.
3, 2, 1.
Gyros. Gyros are pretty cool. It's gotta be one of the least hated characters. I really respect Gyro players. I love Gyro myself. I don't bring him to rank, but he is just fun to play with. The speed, I mean, because, you know, like, fast characters are fun, and most of them are not gay, apart from Thea. Most Thea players, their entire moveset is just a combination of their signatures. And I understand it. It's very good. It's like Vrax players as well, where they love their sigs, which I do really good with Vrax, especially his pistols. I don't know. You might think his lance is broken, but holy like his pistol game is amazing. I knew I just had to figure out this Gyro, and that I needed to do it quick. I kind of wish I'd done more with this stock. Okay, maybe I did do more with this stock. And when I saw the signature, it's when I knew that this shit wasn't sweet anymore. Oh, that was good. That side sig is so devastating on corner. I mean on edges, not corners. There are no corners. Well, I mean, I guess there are in the end zones, but you know what I meant. What a specimen. He just threw away his whole stock on edge play. I think he, you know, because they can get it. I think he wanted the game to end there. And he just take me off the edge. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I do not see Brens. Brens are like,
3, 2,
I don't know, from a bygone era. They just seemed like it got, you know, they're extinct. They died out. I only see a couple, and I play, you know, a lot of ranked. At the end, I'll see how many ranked games I have this season, but, you know, I play a lot, and I think, I don't know, I think I see like one a season. Now, in twos, I see them a lot more. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because of Axe and Spear being good in twos. Ooh. Yeah, I remember he cooked me the first stock, and then I kind of locked in. Well, maybe not cooked. He was on orange, but definitely beat me in a way I was not beating him. And constantly getting the weapon changes. But it was a good way for me to learn how he plays, and I do very well against axes because they're all the same. You know, the way that I've learned to beat axes is just pretty consistent amongst all players. With the sole exception of maybe Ada, not Ada, sorry, Jalas. Jalas and Azoth. Those are the only ones I have a slightly harder time against. A bit harder. I don't know what it is about Azoth players, man. Just a weird matchup for me. Which this isn't, you know, like Smash Bros. Where the matchups... Oh my god, dude. I didn't realize how bad I did her in the second stock race. Maybe she makes a bit of a comeback. I don't know. Because I don't remember doing this good against this Bren. Oh shit, maybe not. Maybe this stock. I just thought it was closer than that. I love that some players are just determined to get a couple unarmed hits, like almost to their detriment sometimes. Now, she wasn't quite that bad about it. Boom. Oh yeah, she came back from that. Okay, I remember that now. I was very impressed with her patience there on the edge. And then she does some of the axe bullshit that they always do. The up and down and up and down. And my strategy is I usually just match that energy. I'll go up with them, knock them down with them. Get to the ground when they go up. And they fall for that bait every time. Now this time she made something out of it, but they will come from the air and hit you if you do anything, and you could just dodge it through and then land something on them. So she did make some of a comeback, somewhat. This guy was interesting.
3, 2, 1.
Another thing you don't see a lot now, a lot more than friends for me, but I still don't see a ton of Petras, but when I do, typically they are pretty good. Sorry, I was looking at something. Now, orb is no joke, man. So you see me kind of stay away from the pistol. I mean, not pistol, sword when he's got an orb. It's just a very good matchup for orb. In certain situations. Was very happy about that. Got my little kitties. I rescued a litter recently. They're very sweet. There's 4, 2 boys, 2 girls. An orange boy, a tuxedo boy, oh yeah, homie got me there. A white and black cat that's predominantly white, and not a calico girl, but a similar thing to calico. Another one where it's majority female when it comes to that coat. Something interesting is, you know, like most oranges are boys, but my fiance's family had an orange girl, so it's unusual. Oh man, start cooking this guy in the pressure cooker. that sig on my part. That was good of him to try to ground pound me there. Just sometimes, man, when people go to the air that much, and they're constantly running for me, that neutral is just a pretty good indication for them to fucking quit. Like, quit jumping up every time we interact. Let's get some real mumbo jumbo combo wombo going on. It's a very good punch from him. I love going for those when somebody's just trying to double up on a certain weapon. God, sword edge guarding is amazing. If it wasn't for that sig bullshit landing, oh man. It's one of the few sigs that could have hit me from right there. Quit jumping. I wonder if he ever got the memo. Now that jump dare, you know, you can really only do that for so long before smaller melees will find an opening. Because the range that they fight in is so much tighter, but it really does help you kind of get a good gap going. Okay. Well, then this is our second fight. I don't know if I won or lost this, but what I will say is
3, 2, 1, brawl.
doing it on this map is terrifying. It's so much better for a smaller weapon like this. I'll usually, depending on obviously the opponent, but tend to lean way heavier into my sword on a map like this. Just this small. Look at him go. Look at how much of just the dominant performance he can put on display when I'm just kind of trapped to, I don't know, I'm put on the back end for sure, and I'm way more of an aggressive player, so coming from a defensive position is a little bit harder for me with lance, but with sword it comes more naturally, just I think based on the feature of the sword, and you can't really extend yourself out that far. I mean, it's not a big weapon. Which is funny about orb, same deal, except orb players, you know, the orb is a lot more aggressive of a weapon than sword. They're both very combo friendly though, which is good. God, look how many of those he landed. Put me on orange, dude. I got so pissed. Why he would switch to Gauntlet after putting the Haymaker on me, I do not know, because his gauntlets were not working against me. But this orb on this tiny of a map, cooking me. And that fucking neutral is so sick. Bam. Trapped him with gauntlets, and I was like, alright. My odds just like doubled on pulling it in here. I don't know why he allowed this switch to gauntlets over his orb. I thought I was fucked. If that dare had landed, I mean, he let me do it to him, man. He really did. I mean, nothing to say about that. So I guess I did win both of those. This I definitely lost. She did a very good job on the edges.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
But, you know, this was the push I needed. I got off for a little bit after this. That's my rule for losing. If I'm close to where I want to be. I mean, look at that. Just off rip. Boom. Allowed that to happen. Put on a masterclass on me. I already felt defeated from that first jump, dude. I remember how I felt. That probably did not help my case. When she caught me like that, it's like getting hit by a sword recovery, dude. Just boom, arrow to the heart, man. Dude, I see myself just not playing like me too on the like that. She wouldn't ever land these neutrals like this with how I usually play, dude, and I just knew it was over. I was like, this is a GG, man. He knew it too. That's why he's got the confidence to emote on me. There was no coming back from this. My heart was like, ah, this is it. Thought I was about to plummet. Gotta lock in. Dude, in the way I'm just throwing extra shit, I was so done. I was just looking for like, it's like when a UFC coach just basically tells their fighter to fluke a knockout when they realize they're fucked, and then I just kind of let the end happen there. But after that, I pulled it together, and now I am diamond with only 150 matches or wins this season. So, you know, like 300 games played roughly. I think most players are around a 50% win rate. Mine's probably slightly higher this season. Overall, though, it's got to be near 50. But thanks for listening to me.